So now let's tackle the question on why this works. So the idea stems from a right triangle that is also an isosceles triangle. And in an isosceles triangle, two of the sides are equal. So let's draw a little triangle here. And hold on. Here I draw a right triangle, and then an isosceles triangle, the two legs are congruent. It turns out when you have a triangle, and if two of the legs are congruent, then their base angles are also the same. So here, this angle would have to be congruent to this angle. Now, due to the triangle angle sum theorem, we know that the three angles in a triangle, they have to add up to 180 degrees. So, just so we're on the same page, and for simplicity, I'm going to label this one 1, and I'm going to label this one 2. And remember, angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So if I wanted to calculate, if I wanted to add all three angles, I would do angle 1 plus angle 2 plus the 90-degree angle, and that is going to for sure give me 180. But then we can do better. We can do angle 1 plus angle 2, and if we subtract 90 degrees from both sides, we're going to get plus 0 on the left, and we're going to get 90 degrees on the right. Next, I'm going to apply my substitution. Remember, angle 1 is equal to angle 2, so here I have angle 1 plus angle 1, and that's going to be equal to 90 degrees. If I add angle 1 plus angle 1, I have two angle 1s, and that's going to equal 90 degrees. So if I want to isolate angle 1, we can divide by 2, and we get that angle 1 is equal to 45 degrees. And here we can we already know that this is a 45-degree angle, and then this one has to be 45 as well because they're equal. Okay, so now we're in good shape. Now we know why we're having 45, 45, 90. Now let's see why the hypotenuse is root 2 of the legs. And to see that, let's add some variables here. So suppose that the legs are called S, and we want to get H, the hypotenuse. So to get the hypotenuse, I can apply the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So my legs are S, so I'm going to get S squared plus S squared, and H is going to be my C squared because it's the variable that's across my 90-degree angle. So we get H squared. On the left hand side, S squared plus S squared, that's 2S squared. We get H squared. And remember, we want to simplify for H. So here I can take the square root on both sides. Take the square root right here, square root right here. The square root of 2 is just square root of 2. It doesn't have a perfect square. But the square root of S squared, the square and the root are going to cancel out. So we're just going to get S. So in order to get the hypotenuse, all you have to do is multiply the square root of 2 times the side. And that's why this works.